Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry for the audio in my last video. I didn't realize it was that bad. I should have been using this microphone. I don't know why I stopped using it, but the audio should be better. Also, I checked my NGL yesterday for the anonymous questions that I'm going to do for my Q&A. You guys are hilarious. I can't wait to answer your questions. But let's just get right into the video. Today I'm hopping on here to talk about Jamahal Hill, Jiří Procházka, and I'm going to talk Kevin Holland and RDR. Also, if you wanted to know my picks for the entire card, I'm more than likely going to post that video on Monday or Tuesday the latest. I do want to start off by talking about Jamahal Hill. As unlikable as he's been, he has done an excellent job of keeping people talking about him, keeping his name relevant, and making the most out of getting knocked out in the first round at UFC 300. Because at the end of the day, Dana White doesn't care if people like or don't like you. He just wants to see that people are talking about you, and that's exactly what they're doing with Jamahal Hill. I truly feel like all the antics he's been doing the past couple of months is him trying to plant seeds in everybody's head, trying to sell a potential rematch with Alex, and he's doing a fairly decent job at it. If he goes out there and he dominates Jiří, or if he goes out there and gets a finish, I wouldn't be surprised if the UFC makes that fight, considering I don't think they really want to give Ankalaev the title shot. To be honest with you guys, I did not expect Alex to go out there and knock out Jamahal Hill in the first round like that. I thought he was going to win, but I thought it was going to be at least more competitive. That was just me basing it off Jamahal Hill's last fight against Glover Teixeira. He was the best fighter for 25 minutes straight. I remember watching that fight thinking, Jamahal Hill is so good. I feel like you can look at his loss to Alex in one of two ways. One, you think that he came back from that injury way too soon and he should have had like a layup fight before going in there with the best in the world. Or two, Alex Pereira is just that good and he beats everybody in the light heavyweight division. Or actually three, Jamahal Hill is not as good as everybody thought he was. Of course, I want to explain by bringing up his record. He fought Glover Teixeira for the belt, right? But Glover was on his way out of the UFC and he was in his 40s when he fought Jamahal Hill. The performance before that, Thiago Santos, that was his last fight in the UFC. He's on a terrible losing streak. He was 38 years old when he fought Jamahal Hill. And if you go back and watch that fight, I recently did, it was competitive until like the fourth round when Jamahal just pushed the pace and was able to knock him out. What's the win before that? He has a KO win over Johnny Walker. Everybody KOs Johnny Walker. He's not that good. I hate to say it, but he's just not. And then he has a KO win over Jimmy Crute, who is low-level talent in the UFC. He took a break. I think he's just now getting his way back in, but he's not top talent. And then, of course, he has a loss to Paul Craig. With that being said, I have a lot of question marks about Jamahal Hill, and this fight with Jiří Procházka is going to answer all of them. Long story short, I just don't know how he will perform against an active, ranked light heavyweight like Jiří, who has been fighting the best of the best for such a long time. I feel like Jamahal Hill has a lot to prove. Moving on to Jiří, I'm kind of sad this is my first time talking about Jiří on my channel because he's one of my favorite fighters and he's very talented. Jiří has so many accolades. He first made his debut in 2012 when he was 20 years old. He has about 36 professional MMA fights compared to Jamahal Hill, who has maybe less than 15. His only losses in the past like 6 or 7 years are to Alex Pereira, which is crazy. He has literally dominated and knocked out everybody else. I really hope that he mixes in the takedowns because Jamahal Hill can be taken down and controlled if you have that strong wrestling ability. But I have a feeling this fight does not go all 3 rounds and somebody is going to get knocked out. I'm going to go with Jiří on this one, but drop in the comments and tell me your pick. Guys, let's talk Kevin Holland and RDR. I love this fight, but I wasn't expecting it. But I'm not surprised because Kevin Holland has become a journeyman, I think by choice. Every time I watch his interviews, he doesn't seem like he takes the sport serious. And you can tell based on his records, 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 wins, 2 losses. Like he's very inconsistent and he hasn't been able to really prove himself. I just feel like if he fought smarter, or even if he was pickier with his fights, we would be talking about an entirely different Kevin Holland right now. But you know what? He has knockout power, cleaner striking, and submission threats as well. Watching RDR in GM3 fight was, I don't know, I felt like I was watching low level MMA. I really feel like RDR was struggling with GM3 striking. I mean, he did have a really big shot at the end of round 1, I believe. But other than that, like, his striking wasn't very impressive. It seemed very sloppy to me. Even his takedowns seemed very sloppy to me. But again, they were absolutely relentless. I know he's going to shoot over and over and over again this entire fight. He likely will get Kevin Holland down. Will he submit him? I'm not too sure, but I know he's going to get him to the ground. I truly feel like that's the only way he wins. He wins by submission, or if he's able to control Kevin Holland for all 3 rounds, then maybe he gets a unanimous decision. But I don't see that happening. I don't see him being able to control Kevin Holland for 3 rounds straight, considering he had to fight tooth and nail for that submission win over GM3. This fight, depending on how you see it, you may have it going either way. For me, I feel comfortable saying Kevin Holland gets the win. That's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, liking, commenting. You know it means so much to me. Also, make sure you guys tune in to One Championship. It's going to be a great event. I do watch it. I have always wanted to make a video on them, but I keep forgetting. I forget every single week because I've been distracted by the UFC, but I'm definitely going to start incorporating some One videos into my channel. So drop in the comments to let me know if you watch One as well. But other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.